Weather's shit. There's been a massive storm. We failed with eating something nice. Hello everyone, it's been a moment. So this video has been in production for a while. Finally I can sit down and tell you all the do's and don'ts and amazing places to see that we managed to see. As always, please subscribe, like, hit the bell button, whatever you need to do to stay up to date. Am I filming? Am I filming? Hello everyone! So today, guess what I'm doing? I am campervanning, first time in my life. And this is the first night. This is the first view. This is where we're staying. It's amazing. I've never been in a camper van. I've been in tents, I've been on, like, you know, in nature. I've been doing a lot of stuff, but never in a camper van. So I'm super excited to take you on a journey with us for a week. We're going through Cornwall. Never been either. It's stunning here. Now we're in Somerset area and we're just like so impressed with the views. It's just amazing. Just so amazing. So I want to take you with me into the van and hopefully I'll see you there. There's been so many things that we learned through this road trip in a camper van around Cornwall. At least again the south part that we managed to see. We didn't manage to see everything, of course, because it's a massive land and area in UK that's well loved. I've never been there, so it was very exciting for me. So let's dive right into it. Here we go. Number one thing, I always say, you do you. We really learned that it's a personal choice, kind of what kind of transportation type you want to pick for your trip. So yes, we took a camper van. We took a camper van from a company called Bank Campers. I'll leave their details down below. They were lovely. It was a great experience. We had a Fiat Ducato, a big, nice, chunky van. It wasn't the biggest option out there, but it was everything we needed. So it has a shower, it has a toilet, it has a kitchen, it has everything so that we can be very self-sustainable, COVID friendly, and just travel around. We had, you know, our toilet, our shower, bed, space, we had a little table, everything we needed really for a week, 2 humans, 2 adults to enjoy and hopefully, you know, go from one place to another. Try a camper van just like we did if you always wanted to, but also if it's not something for you and you think, oh, I could never do that, that's totally fine. Like, that's what we learned. Our experience could be actually different or maybe better if we took a car or if we took a bigger camper van, or, you know, so there's no really right or wrong. Forget about sleeping on the beach, you know, and waking up into this like wonderful view where you open the car and you're just waking up on the beach. The truth is, it wasn't easy to find a place to sleep unless we would commit to a camper site, which is fair. You can pay for it and you can go and stay. One is better, one is worse, one has more facilities, one not as many facilities, or you can find yourself on a, you know, parking lot or anywhere else. So if I'm very honest, the kind of concept of having a camper van, at least on social media, always projects that you can just park anywhere and do whatever and, you know, jump out and have your breakfast literally on the beach. Our experience from going to Cornwall was, it was quite difficult to find a parking space and parking spot where we would stay 1 night or 2 nights or whatever, maybe a side of the road or something like that, which is not always the safest thing. You know, Instagram is a bit lying. So, you know, you can still take pictures from amazing views, and we had the best lunch once, opening up the door and looking at the valley. It was stunning, but most of the time in terms of actually where you can stay and sleep, not easy. Plan ahead. Hello, welcome to our late night cafe called Whatever's Left in the Fridge Can Be Yours. What would you like to eat? Something quite specific about the experience of having a camper van in Cornwall, at least again from our perspective. We were the most understanding and respectful kind of travelers as you might find, minding our own business, being very kind of self-sustainable as the concept is. But one thing to be aware of, not everyone's going to be thrilled to see you around in their town or on their streets. You know, it can come from many different things, especially our car, you know, had like a big sign that, you know, it's a camper van. You know, people can tell that you're parking in, and, you know, some people maybe had bad experience, or some people are quite protective. There's a lot of narrow roads, there's a lot of tiny towns, and you just want to, of course, be as respectful and, you know, not disturbing anyone as possible. But on that note, even if you try to be as delicate and park somewhere on the side or whatever, there'll be people who have opinions about you in general being in their area. Sometimes we were surprised that the general feeling is like, oh, you're bringing a camper van here. But just be aware of that some people will be like, wow, dude, rock on, camper van, you know, live, live anywhere, go anywhere. And some people were like, every few days, whether you want it or not, if you take a camper van that requires to change the toilet box and needs to have fresh water added and needs to be charged or anything like that. For example, when you want to work for long, you know, you can only use electricity if the car is going. If you want to use it when the car is stopped, you of course need to charge it. So these few things I wouldn't even think about before. So even if you want to be super free and stuff like that, every few days, depending on how quickly your, let's say, amounts go and how quickly you block your toilet, you need to go to a campsite. Something that we really learned the hard way: plan beforehand coming into town on your Google Maps. So what I mean by that, you have a big car, yeah? And in Cornwall, a lot of streets, a lot of towns, they're super narrow, they're very tiny. So there were times where we didn't know that and we were like, oh, let's drive up, you know, to the lowest street so we can go and sightsee and everything. But actually we ended up stuck. We ended up, you know, having to reverse. Few people being angry at us, of course. The roads are very narrow. Not that easy. Please plan ahead, and I will list down below the kinds of apps we were using for that. Prepare yourself for diverse weather. So when we went, it was a bit of sun, a bit of rain, all that stuff. So I'm talking purely from camper van experience in Cornwall around May and stuff like that. It was rainy, and what that means for keeping your clothes dry and your shoes and your, you know, even your umbrella, you need to dry them somewhere. So, oh my goodness, guys, our van was often just filled with things that need to dry. We had to find ourselves being really creative how to dry things. Super important tip for any of you that want to go to Cornwall or anywhere that you can expect rain. Make sure you have some sort of ways to dry your clothes. Hooks are a jam. Weather's shit, but that's part of the experience. You get some sun, you get some rain, and we are fully aware of that. We swam in the sea in our wetsuits and the weather was amazing, so now we're at peace with all this rain. We've seen so many beautiful places. Most of them were suggested to us from our friends, family, anyone that went to Cornwall before. And we found that, of course, everyone's different in terms of traveling, and what you like to see, what you don't like to see is purely personal, isn't it, right? Some people love towns, some people love just the sea, some people love nature, some people love fields. It's really personal, right? So we had an expectation of the things that we can see, but at the end we learned that we really should have researched a bit more what we really like. So the tip is, ask people around you if they went and get your suggestions, but also research yourself and see what you think will be great to see for yourself. Guys, we're still in St. Ives because we changed our plans, of course, and we couldn't leave without checking out the best coffee in town, Yala Cafe. from Morocco. Beautiful, beautiful place. If you can go and find the spot up there, you're a winner. You've got the most amazing view, most amazing coffee, most amazing food. People are lovely, super highly recommend. And I've got my beans. I bought my beans, so the whole camper van's gonna smell amazing now. We loved the week in the camper van. We would do it again, so for sure. But we would definitely take into account all the things that I told you. We would definitely pack less. We would maybe try it somewhere else where it's more sunny, it's dry, and it's more friendly to park anywhere. So again, Cornwall was stunning. We would never change anything about the places kind of and the experiences we had. But we really thought that, you know, easier would be just to do it with a car and staying in different places, not even a tent because it was so rainy sometimes. It was a wonderful experience. I highly recommend it. You know, you learn so much about yourself, how you like to travel, the freedom of actually, you know, like going, saying like, I don't really like it here. And the other person like, yeah, me neither. Should we go? That freedom is amazing. Make sure you manage your driving time. So we learned that yes, it's great to drive from one place to another, but if you put yourself up for driving every day for 2 hours or more, you feel very tired. So if you can, make sure you have some days without driving at all. Just stop over somewhere and enjoy the area. Three top places that we've seen would be Foy. We really loved Foy. What a beautiful little town with so much character and so much personality, beautiful restaurants and cafes. We loved Burton. Very tiny, cute little place on the way with, again, cute, amazing little shops and cafes and things to see in a stream. And we really loved St. Ives. So that was like an impressive, beautiful place with 6 or something beaches. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. It was amazing with a green hill, with beautiful sand. I mean, it literally looked like I'm in Spain or somewhere even more exotic. Of course, the water is colder, of course, but amazing, amazing town to see and enjoy. And especially, I'm guessing if you go in the summer, you can definitely swim, depending on your love for cold or warmer sea. But these 3 places were magical and special. These were the ones that we could see. We'll see you in Londres. Ciao. I hope this was useful. This was our first road trip like that, first camper van experience. I know I don't know a lot. I know some things, so these are the ones I wanted to share with you. Again, a bit of a different video, but why not? Hopefully some of you will find it useful if you ever find yourself wanting to go to Cornwall or wanting to rent a camper van, even to a different place in UK. Or a wet/warm country. So hopefully this was useful. Let me know what kind of tips you have. Have you done it? Have you not done it? Do you feel scared? Do you feel excited? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Everyone has different opinions.